Hi everyone, I hope you're all well and safe as March seems to drag on and on and on and on. I was convinced that today was the 1st of April and rather shocked to find out that it was only the 29th of March. Good grief, what a month. Our annual arts festival started on Friday and Dragon Man and I went to town to see what we can see. Geez, why did they not cancel it? It's beyond me. Artists and performers who cannot afford to travel hundreds of kilometers, pay for accommodation, etc., to perform or rent exhibition space for so few people. We are obviously hoping that it would pick up during the week. It already looks a bit better today, but I guess we'll see what the petrol and diesel situation will look like tomorrow. We also had a sudden thunderstorm on Friday, and there are 3-4 ways into Oudtshoorn, 2 of which were closed on Friday as a result of the storm, as both include roads crossing a mountain pass. Anyway, Meyringspoort is now open, well, at least since this morning, so that is likely why we are seeing more people today. My daughter did okay yesterday though, although it was only one sale, but a relatively big one. So we'll continue to pray and hope for the best. My daughter may get free tickets to actually go into the actual festival area, but otherwise we are not going to bother. It has become far too expensive. Entry tickets alone are 150 Rand per person. Thus, for the 3 of us, 450 Rand just to go in. And it is not really Disneyland, you know. It is a couple of rides, a few games, and market stalls upon market stalls. I mean, it's like paying entry fee to a store or shop. I must pay that much to enter to go into actually do some shopping. Add to that the organizers actually charge 5,000 Rand per week per stall inside this festival area in one of the big tents. And it is, I mean, when you take that into consideration, it's totally ridiculous that they need to charge the public that much for an entry fee. And that ticket strictly only grants you entry. It does not include, say, a ride, I mean, not even one, or a cold drink voucher, nothing, nada. That's what it costs to enter, and then you pay for everything else. Now, my daughter applied for a vendor's license more than a year ago, and still nothing. When she went to hear what is going on, they told her they are not handing out vendors' licenses, be it permanent or temporary, until after the festival. So basically, under current political and economic circumstances, petrol and diesel are expensive and some days unobtainable. And they, the local council whose salaries we are actually paying, wants to prevent us, the locals, from earning a living. Oh no, Oudtshoorn Tourism and Municipality can go jump in the lake. I shall not spend 1 cent to go into the festival area. My daughter was fortunate in that she and a friend got a spot inside the premises of a large curio and precious stone place. I really hope all will go well for them. I made stock, toys and dolls, and my daughter did some wood crafts until it came out of her ears. She literally worked day and night. Anyway, Dragon Man and I did the rounds of the pop-up galleries in town, you know, where it's free to enter. So for me, the festival is basically over. If she gets the free tickets, I'll go man the stall and she can take Dragon Man. Anyway, I hope you like the photographs. I am making some new stuff. Why, I don't know. Maybe just because I have cupboards full of fabric. Okay, guys, now let's talk royals. First, let's talk Harry and Invictus. Well, as expected, the July 2027 Invictus Games in Birmingham is truly in deep, deep trouble. And, well, it was expected, it was predicted. But did Harry and his sycophantic buddy listen? Rob Owen, Helen Helliwell, yep, Harry's yes men. And Harry has a personal agenda for having the games in Britain. But he is completely out of touch and does not understand the dynamics of places like Birmingham anymore, the economics, and just how disliked him and Meghan actually are in Britain. In Harry's head, it's all about getting in with power and upstaging William, which will not happen anyway. Major positions in the games remain vacant. To date, there is very low engagement and I would even say interest in the Birmingham Games. There are huge concerns about protests and even the safety of competitors, say from places like Gaza or Israel. Some of these bleak prospects are to a large extent due to the people's perception that the focus of the games has shifted away from the veterans to Harry and Meghan's personal brand. Also, and very importantly, Birmingham City Council effectively declared bankruptcy in September 2023 after disclosing a £87 million budget deficit, in part also due to the £184 million spent on the Commonwealth Games in 2022. Although Birmingham is technically not bankrupt anymore, it is still in a very precarious position, and the £30 million bid to host Invictus has many residents rather angry. Now, no one thinks this is funny, but I think it is hilarious. It is clear what Birmingham Invictus 2027 needs is an experienced marketing and communications expert to sort them out and uplift that dwindling interest and engagement. But I'm not the only one giggling. With a year to go, they are just now waking up in terms of needing someone to do the marketing. And the advertised salary for an 18-month role is £36,000 to £60,000, whereas the going rate for a true professional is about £150,000 per client per annum. Well, to give you an indication of how well it is going, Invictus Games Birmingham 2027 has 139 posts on Instagram, but only 1,821 followers. I mean, I just had a quick look. Someone like Lady Victoria Hervey has 560,000 followers. Man, oh man. And if you really wanted to hit home, old Bookie has more followers on Instagram than Invictus Games Birmingham, as I have 2,704 followers on Instagram. Now that, my dear friends, is sad, really sad. Anyway, something I have stayed away from for a long time would be the topic of Beatrice and Eugenie, mainly because I myself just cannot make up my mind yet. The topic of the two princesses, however, came up a day or two ago, and my usual royal expert and contributor really did not have any answers to my questions. He says he honestly does not know the true state of their marriages. He heard the same as we did. One day their marriages are on the rocks and the next it's all fake. He says he really does not know one way or the other, and said that it is really not a topic of discussion around him. But let me tell you, regardless of him not knowing much about the state of their marriages, he certainly has an opinion about the two husbands. And let me tell you, he certainly, for whatever reason, does not like Edo much. I can't even remember everything he called Edo. Conceited and a smug little shit are two of the descriptions. And he thinks his shit does not stink, being another. He says that right from day one, it appeared that Edo was trying to dominate and even micromanage Beatrice. As for Jack, he says all he can truthfully say is that Jack is always courteous and charming, otherwise he does not know him at all. He appears to be a good father, from what they can physically see, and otherwise he seems to be sticking to his lane. He said he'll bring up the subject of the husbands once or twice, and he will see what comes out, but for now he cannot say much one way or another. When I pushed about the newspaper articles and YouTube videos, he just said that he has a feeling that if there was any truth to divorce rumors, he may have heard something by now, but even that is not guaranteed. He'll rather see whether he could unearth some truth before saying anything else. Okay, guys, now I know Tom Bauer's book is out. It will likely be a couple of weeks, if not months, before I can actually get it, unless I somehow get an electronic version. I'm not a big fan of ebooks, but I may very well bow down this time, and under current geopolitical circumstances, for once cave and get the ebook. Actually, I may even have to ask my daughter to get it for me and send it to me, if it is even available as an ebook, because at the moment I cannot even see that as an option available to me. Oh dear God, I wonder what the distributors and publishers are actually thinking. That we are not worthy of reading Tom Bauer's book, or that we don't need to know. I really don't know, but I'm really becoming a little sick of this. It's like the bloody hype button, not available in your region. Jeez, man, what difference would it make if a darn hype button was available to all, and I mean all, not just South African, all YouTube creators? Anyway, guys, let me go before I get angry all over again. I'll see you tomorrow with a better and more informative video. So until then, please take care and stay safe. Bye.